welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for sticking with us. Let me bring that down a touch. Okay, that is good. We are back with the absolutely wonderful, gorgeous hamfruitcake.
Hi, Hammy.
And she is going to bring us some Tetris with Cardcaptor Sakura Eternal Heart on not just easy mode, but also with the normal mode added as well, because, you know, she wants to give us an absolute treat.
I've seen this before. It's such a nice little run, such a cozy game, Hammy.
It is, it's a cozy game. One of them will be very quick, the other one will be very painful, so we'll have fun.
Alrighty. So, what's the difference between easy and medium before we get into it? Easy and normal.
So it's called easy and normal. There's a few differences. On the easy there is a timer, which means that the gems that we collect don't disappear on normal, but they do on easy. That's part of the thing, but just really the puzzles are harder. And you can see, I'm just going to warn you ahead of time, like, I can do easy very well. I'm very experienced with that. Normal, there's like a very specific, it's very, very specific, and it's just well hard. So it's going to be interesting. I can't think of another way to describe it.
It's a dog from EastEnders. Gotcha.
Right.
On that fun note.
Speaking of dogs, very quickly before we get started, just want to remind everyone why we are doing this, why Hammy is here. We are here to support Blue Cross UK. We are raising money for the animals to support vet care, rehoming support, owner support, because the owners need it as well as care for abandoned animals that aren't even pets. They really will take care of every animal and the owners to make sure owners and pets and animals all together can live the happiest life they can. They do such a great job. We're so happy to support them.
Absolutely.
We've just had a donation come in that's taken us over the £1,400 mark. Tiltify is much quicker than our alerts are, so I'll tell you what it is when it appears. So I'll let Hammy get back over to it in the meantime. I'll let Janini do it.
That is a £10 donation to Hammy's campaign from Clungy with the comment of "Thanks for putting the stream on. Good effort, gang. Pog."
Indeed.
Thank you very much, Clungy, for your donation to help support the aminals. And that is a really good place to start. And there's the flash. Wonderful job. Thank you very much. On that note, Hammy, are you ready?
Okay, we're ready.
Cool.
So we'll be starting with easy.
Yeah.
So it's as soon as I hit this button to go, basically.
Cool. Right, I will count you in then. With no further ado, in 3, 2, 1. Let's save the animals.
So I'll be mashing. I'm on Masher. So this is a PS1 game. I'm running it on emulator, Dog Station, and I am doing it with the keyboard. So I have mapped all of the buttons to play Tetris like I used to play it on the keyboard back when. So
awesome.
Technically, to move your pieces around, all you're doing is pressing the confirm, which obviously because it's Japanese, it's a O, a circle, and you just send some spinning one by one each time you tap it. We use the arrow keys to move things around. Essentially, the thing is I've mapped it for so long in the way that I like it, that explaining to people what the keys are actually doing is pretty confusing, because if you hit the down button, you get your sonic drop, which smashes it down to the bottom of the board, or as far down as it can go, the piece. But I've set that to the space bar, because that's how I'm used to Tetris.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Yes, I played Tetris extremely specifically. So, but what we'll do is we'll do a sonic drop, and in one of the levels that's about to come up, I think it's the next one, you'll see that the sonic drop that you get about 4 seconds where you can shift the piece around. What we'll do usually in the speedrun is cancel that animation to make everything a bit quicker. However, if we need that little bit of leeway, you'll see me using this trick in a minute when I get the piece that I need, and I just slot it in there like that. This is me making some judgment calls on which pieces I can use. If I can't use them, I'm just smashing them in the corner. But when you're not good, this is not going to be a PG.
Yeah, the standard Tetris player in me does not like those gaps that's in there. That like really does just set me off. But you know that it's an element of this game not necessarily being about, you know, the standard Tetris, let's just clear as many rows as we can. It's about clearing those gems, isn't it? And clearing the rows that have got those gems in. So that's what the priority is, as opposed to just clearing rows.
Yeah, so it operates like a normal Tetris. If you get a straight, if you get all the pieces, if they're all in one line, that line disappears. And you want those lines to make the gems disappear, you need a full line with the gems in them. And the basic premise of the game is to wipe the gems off the board by doing Tetris, but doing it in a way that fulfills that criteria. So that one, technically, it's kind of like classic Tetris. The longer that level goes on, the quicker the pieces get. Each level is named after a card from Cardcaptor Sakura, and you can see that lots of little weird things are happening on the screen along with the puzzle on the board. Some of them have gimmicks, like the mirror one would swivel around, so it was in the opposite way. The windy one, like I say, gets faster as you go, but stick around long enough to see that one play out. So this is just annoying because of the way that the board is laid out. This one's the flowery, so it's got blossoms just flowing down the screen. So there's loads of cute little animations that play into the Cardcaptor element of the game. So they're all cards that Sakura is taming, I guess is the word for it. So she's already technically captured the cards, she's just turning them into Sakura cards. So they're going from red to bright pink because she's a 10-year-old girl. And she writes her name in them, and that's the conceit of the show. So in this one's got like a speed cut, the cancel animation technique that I was telling you about before. We don't cancel the animation as we normally would on every single placement, apart from when we want to go about the first 3 placements on that level. Because one of the gems will disappear because it's called the erase. And to get that piece to reappear, we kind of do kind of slow placements, and somebody figured it out. It wasn't me, but that's how you get that one to work in your favour. So we've got a little bit of speedrun tech going there. This one, the pieces, the gems will appear moving up the screen, as you can see. So that's a kind of more what you'd expect from Tetris. And you can see that on the left hand side where the card is, the gems will disappear. They're covering the card and they'll disappear. So when I can see there's only one gem left covering the card, that's when I'm starting to shove things on the side for that one. So yeah, there's all these little elements there. It's a good little game. It's just a PSX game, and the story goes that I got this emulator and I was like, I need to play some Tetris, man. So I just searched on the emulator website for a Tetris game and found this game, and now I'm addicted. And I've got quite a few people. It's a lovely short little run. And if you like Tetris, you like a puzzle, it's a good one to learn. It's a nice one to master. I say master, it's fun to learn and master. And then you can just grow a very healthy addiction and, you know, slip it in on your lunch break or when you need a... It's like doing a Sudoku, just doing a little Tetris puzzle when you have 15 minutes, because that is, once you get the hang of it, about the length of a decent one. I'm currently kind of working on average I'll get sub 13, please I'll jinx myself now saying that, but pretty averagely sub 13 runs, working on a sub 12. My current PB is 12.8, 12 minutes 8 seconds. So yeah, I'm just clawing my way up the leaderboard at the minute. And it's a lot of fun, I really enjoy it. It's a nice bit of stress relief. And it's super duper fun. It's as you like Tetris. And it's just a little bit different. That one's called The Illusion, and it kind of like, if you've got problems seeing things when they go dark, it's about as hard as that one does. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst addiction in the world, is it? Like I say, it's like doing a puzzle like Crossfire or something. A nice little 15-minute break in a day, because you figure it out, see how you do. It's a lot of fun. This one's the wood, and if you do it long enough, you will see that the tree grows, but I didn't do it long enough. But don't worry, on normal mode, you're going to see that tree grow. So basically, you're going to see that normal mode is just a topsy-turvy version of this, and it just makes every level just a little bit harder for no reason. Just goes really hard on it. I'm really bad at it. This one's fun to, again, the conceit isn't that exciting, it's just gives a little shake every time. And that one's pretty close to a Tetris kind of like level where you're just trying to clear out as many lines as you can quickly. Obviously in Tetris, the standard Tetris technique is make it all, block it all up and then get a channel and then use your long Tetris, that long red run in this case to get lines of fluid quickly as possible. That ain't it on this game. So that one, if you didn't notice, had like a little gem at the bottom, which disappears quite quickly if you don't get it. But yeah, they all have little conceits. There's, I want to say 15 levels. Honestly, played it so often I can't even count. And again, I've got my keyboard set up in such a way that if somebody turns to me and said, "Oh, how do you do it?" I'm like, "I don't know, it's just the way it is now, I'm scared to change it." Let's get, like, Dirt Station reinstalled and I have to, like, spend ages trying to figure out how to set it up again. That was lucky. So this next level is actually pretty good. It's called the Water. We're gonna do a little waterfall kind of technique, which when you get it, when you figure it out, and when you start doing it, it looks really good. I hope I can show you it. I hope I don't mess it up. This one's really good, I promise. It's kind of a waterfall, but let's get rid of a few lines there. Anyway, every run, as you've noticed, pretty straightforward. There's no stress. It's fine. The only problem is that the last level is quite mean. So, we're gonna go into this one. And this could go either really well or really badly. So, we're gonna find out together. This is where I lose a PB every time. I can get everything right. I can make no mistakes, but then we come into this final level, which is called Life and Dark. And
having seen this level before, it's not very friendly.
It's a bit harsh. Because it's so nice. This level, I just keep swapping. We can fix it. So when the flashing light kind of finish over the two cards, that's time.
I don't know the button on Janine's computer. She's in the kitchen.
I finished too quick.
Good.
1304. That was pretty good.
1304. I'll make a note of that. Hang on. Janine, what's your controls for splitting? And resetting? Right. I can do. So we're done on this one, yeah? 1304.
Yeah.
Nice. You did get through that last level really quick.
Oh, I made it. I was stuck in there. That was bad.
I mean, when we last saw you do this, it was a few months ago, and I mean, you did. It was the best of 3 competition that you did, if I remember rightly.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that level was troll for all of you.
Yeah, every single time.
Yeah. So that time didn't seem too bad.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think it's one of those ones where it's like practice makes perfect. So, yeah, solid run. Happy with that.
Alrighty then, so if you want to tell me when you're ready, I'll count you down again for normal mode. So this one's going to be a little bit more of a challenge, I think.
I'm going to apologise in advance, but I wanted to show you guys this level just because it's different, but it's the same, but it's also really mean, and it's not got half as many times on the leaderboard because nobody wants to run this, but has to be seen to be believed.
Well, we're very happy that you want to showcase it here for us.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Again, it's not going to be half as smooth as what I just did, but I want to give it a go.
Alright then.
So yeah, whenever you're ready, I just hit the button and go.
Alrighty, I'll count you down from 5. So let's go 5, 4,
2,
3, 2, 1. Good luck, Hammy. Let's see some hype up for it in chat. Come on, normal mode. You're going to see a little bit more of a challenge here.
So it's the same, but it's
And it's Tetris. What's not to love?
It is. It's a bit of Tetris. I don't love Tetris. I certainly have a serious issue with it. So yeah. Oh, I've already messed that up. Right. So yeah, this one you're kind of sliding things into what's underneath that bit in the middle. Just because it's mean.
Oh, I see. That is mean.
So yeah, there's just every element, there's always going to be something extra mean about it. For that one, we had to slide around those pieces in the middle. You can solve that with 3 pieces, but it doesn't give you the 3 pieces, which you will come to discover seems to be the way of it with this version of the game. It could give you the pieces, but chooses not to. The most efficient piece for me. Right. So again, we don't, not so much on a time limit on this one. As I say, I pretty much cruised through the previous one, but if you do start the game and you do find that you're learning it and you want to get into it, the pieces will disappear off the board if you don't complete the puzzle fast enough, whereas in normal mode, they were like, no, we're not going to do that, because there's a lot of stuff going on here, so this one's tricky.
We have a Janini back.
Oh, hey. That one looked nicer than I actually was. That one was the jump. And why? We can see it was there. But it involved me maneuvering that piece down. So again, the game wants you to solve it with very specific pieces, but then it just chooses not to give you the pieces. I don't know, I'll get that one. This is a... That's how you do that. I'll do it right. And I will say that the world record has a reset. So like every TV on the board has a reset. Yeah, this is normal. They call it normal. Luckily there's no like harder mode after. I can't imagine having that so hard. No, we're getting there, we're getting there.
I just couldn't believe the first level that just had all those blocks in the way. I'm like, it just completely told you the difference between easy and normal just on the first level.
Yeah.
And now you see stuff like this and you realise, yeah, this is a proper puzzle now. This
Absolutely.
is not just Tetris. So I'm
Yeah,
glad you've
that's
showed us
okay.
this because it really is completely different.
Yeah,
Even though
I
it's
think
the same,
worth,
but it's
you have
different.
to see it to believe it. So yeah, this is another one where you have to slide it underneath, and that one definitely requires a lot more sliding. And if you get a piece, especially the yellow square, right? I'm just sliding all over the place, like. That one is, that's a timer. That one's always hot. Yeah, so you have to move the pieces underneath. Don't think what was next. Hellscapers. This one's not so bad, but as I've said before, the conceit for Windy is that it gets faster the longer that you're on the board, and that actually makes a difference here because I'm taking longer to finish the puzzle. There you go. And again, it's like, this one's a lot more RNG heavy because it does, there are like optimal solutions and like ways to solve the puzzles, but if you don't get the pieces, you're just absolutely SOL, as they say. Yeah, this one you have to get a very specific, this is the piece that you need, and then you have to do that with it. And then you're sliding it under.
And it's little bits like swapping it and then swapping it into a space that's just like kind of that next level
That's what I was literally just wondering. When you
bonkersness.
got the whatever zigzaggy piece and you sort of just flipped it around the other pieces into space. I was like, how did you do that?
Yeah,
I mean, how do you even figure that out?
yeah, that's those normal strats.
So yeah, you have to you have to sonic drop it, bring it in, slot it into place, then quickly shift it. You have to do everything within like a very short space of time. So that one was... That's the party piece, that one. That one's horrible. That took a while to master, let's just say that. So we were doing like a bunch of things at once on that. And that's probably it.
And everyone loves the tumbling sheep, right?
Oh yeah. What was the point of that? Yeah, the erase one, the erase on this one, I'm gonna say it, not as hard as the erase on the other one. Because they can't erase the gems off the board in the same way, so just a little bit nerfed that one. This one is earthy, which you'll remember from before, but if you make a mistake on this one, it's heartbreaking because it takes so long. And it also seems to obscure some of the pieces that you're going to be getting, so you can't be 100% on what you're getting there. Because it's like, well, I'm going to completely show you what you're getting there. I'm not just thinking that. I messed up, but I didn't make any fatal errors, so we'll take it.
You got this, honey.
So yeah, I mean, you'll see me mashing in between sections. So a lot of people, because it's a console game, it's PSX, a lot of people play this with their controller, or you know, get very decent times with controller. So there's no like obligation to play it the way I play it. I think it's play it the way that you want to play it and how you enjoy it. This one again requires that you put the two T shapes in each side very gently, otherwise it's pretty much impossible. I haven't figured out an easier way to do that level yet. So we're just kind of getting everything. Until we get pieces that we need. So again, unless you've got those T shapes and those little slots on either side, I've never finished the level without doing it like that, so you have to just wait for those pieces to come along. The next one, there's a couple where I really don't like doing it, so should be fun. The maze. The maze is awful on easy mode, and they decided to make it even more awful on this one.
What's the character saying? The character is saying donate to Blue Cross UK. It's a really good cause. Hammy's Tiltify campaign is pinned to the chat. Check it out.
I've got my own Sakura here. What is she saying? She's saying a lot of things. I have actually talked to to Janini about when we were setting up the sound. I was like, I can't listen to it anymore. I can't listen to Sakura and listen to myself sing. So we've arranged it so that I don't have to hear it. I don't want to hear the voice anymore. I've played this too many times. This one is also really tricky because we're moving things underneath. Again, there might be better solves for the puzzles, but these are the solves that I've figured out. If anybody can figure out the good solves, tell me. There we go. What's the next name of the glow? The glow is. Ooh. Oh, here's our wood.
I would tell you stuff, but I can't hear it.
So, we went through it. Sakura is saying, donate to Blue Cross UK. It's a really worthy cause. They do amazing work.
That is actually what she's saying, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And yet that tree is growing.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna mess this up. Yeah. So we can watch the tree grow again. Okay, let's move it over. There we go. Because it's got a little hole there, it's very mean. Yeah, because I normally put it really low down. I normally put the noise very low down.
Seems to be that when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah, like I say, you need specific pieces. If the game gives you nasty pieces. Oh yeah, we've been playing Lightning Returns on here on my stream. This level, I'm just gonna say it. You need super specific pieces to solve it. You need L shapes in the right order. So if we don't get these L shapes to slide down, we won't solve it. Okay. I don't know why they think gotta slide them all down into place.
Yeah, that level was giving me some anxiety.
We were getting very close to the top there. There's times where I'm like wedging, I'm just like balancing things on either side and it's so cramped and gross. Disgusting. This one I hate. You might be here a while.
Jeez, Hammy, you sound like me doing a speed run. Oh my god, I hate this minigame.
Oh
my god, this minigame sucks.
You absolutely loved FF7 today.
No, I did not. But it's fine.
We got there.
We got there. Save the animals.
It was very good choice. Oh, I couldn't say. I'm still trying to figure out this one. This one's one that I really need to workshop and actually figure out because oh my god. Like, I watched people 3D on this and I'm like, how did they know that all those pieces in those places? And I think it was just sitting with it and figuring it out, but it's horrible. And it does require again that you kind of like, you need to, because the pieces are in the way, if you sonic drop them, they'll get wedged on the wrong piece and you just want to be sliding them into place and it's a bit, yeah. This basically, the upgrade is you need to know how to sonic drop and slide everything. Like, that's what the game wants you to know. And I wish I hadn't done that. That'll be fun. We're just gonna have to wait on another red.
Nice.
Okay, waiting on a red. Waiting on a red. Give me the piece. She doesn't look very happy.
Yeah, I'm not anxious, you're anxious. We're all totally anxious.
Remember that it came over. That was pretty good. Oh, there's nothing, like, there's no finesse here. So the next one's probably the next one's going to be another one where there's going to be pieces just wedged all over the board, just to kind of make you aware. This game's watery. There's no sexy slide mechanic. Kind of do this one. You just gotta. Yeah, okay. We'll work with what we got. She really isn't happy with me right now. It's her face. It's like, why you do this to me? Oh no. He's fine. That looked worse than it was. That was actually a pretty good solve.
You made it look quite easy.
Yeah,
I can't imagine it was easy.
We're, it's normal. And normal apparently in Japanese is actually extremely hard.
True story.
And again, for anybody who's asking, I figured all this out just from mashing on it. I genuinely don't know Japanese. I just spent a couple solid weeks just going, clicking every button and seeing what happened. And that's how I figured out how to play this game. I genuinely haven't looked at a manual, I haven't looked at anything. I just spent a bunch of time just going, yeah, this makes sense.
I don't think a manual would have helped, to be fair. I mean, it would have
probably
been,
would have been in
it would have been in
Japanese.
squiggles.
Yeah, this one's gonna be horrible, but we'll persevere.
Just let me know when you want a full time, honey, okay?
I'm probably gonna lose this level. I hate that. So yeah, this one is revealing.
That was a real shame. Am I right in thinking you were just one game away?
Ah, no. It was going to be a lot longer than that. So, we'll know we're near the end because it's the red that will reveal itself at the very end. So, that helps you guys. I am generally going to reset that again. I hate it. Let's try and do this properly. This is another level that I should practice, but like I hate it when doing it. Fills me with such. Yeah. That was not one that I enjoy. And you know, you thought the light and dark on the previous one was mean, but this one's just unruly. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. We're okay. I'm not gonna reset. I'm gonna keep up. Yeah, there's the red. So we're into and going. Now we're just gonna go to the bottom. There we go. Okay, so again, once the flashing stops on the cards, that is time. It's over. Great.
21:17 we got on that. That was not bad. I mean,
No, that's not my worst.
I did have to quickly look up on SRC then to be like, oh, is she potentially close? That's why I
No,
said
I
she was that one gem
No,
left, because I
I
thought you were about 20 seconds off your PB.
So my PB, I actually got another PB. I managed to break 19, so my PB the other day was 18:58.
Oh wow, nice.
I've been practicing for you guys, and I got a tiny little PB. I was quite happy with that.
Little PBs are always nice. PB is a PB is a PB.
Yep.
It's a PB, it's a PB. I'm probably, like, now that I don't have to showcase this, I'm probably not going to do normal again, but I will be working on that sub 12 for easy.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. I can definitely PB on this again if the game's nice to me, because like I was running against my PB and loads of green splits, but then something always goes wrong and it's just not worth the hassle. So definitely run this game on easy. Is my it's fun on easy. If you really want a challenge, definitely try it on normal. And like most people that I've spoken to, they've all tried it on normal, they've gone, no one's got time for that. And then given up and gone back to easy, which is the right attitude. It's a lovely game, it's really cute. Like I say, you got 15 minutes, it's really fun to learn and just to do whenever you feel like it. Short, there's something to be said for a short speed run. It's a really nice one, so if you are in the mood for it, and if anybody ever wants to get any advice or know what the heck's going on, then I'm always willing to have a chat with anybody who's interested.
Thank you,
But
Hammy.
I'm glad that I could do this for you guys, and I'm glad I could help save the island.
And you very much indeed, because we have had a £10 donation through to your campaign from Yeshaw with the comment, congrats on making through a whole Sakura stream frogless.
I did. I didn't have to wear a hat today.
No
I
hats.
didn't even ask.
And that
I
has
didn't even
meant
ask.
that you have reached your £100 goal for your campaign. So, GG!
Whee!
Thank you.
Nice one.
Oh,
Congrats,
yeah.
Hammy. Thank you for your
Didn't
runs.
expect
Thank you for that target. Thank you everyone that's donated for Hammy. You really have made a big difference for the animals, and we couldn't do it without the runners, and we couldn't do it without the viewers. So thank you, Hammy, and thank you for everyone that's here.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for having me.
Anytime, anytime. Okay, so we have finished a touch early, which is good. So what we will do is we will slide back into the words. So keep you guys entertained for a little bit whilst we get set up for the next run. We are due a Mr. Wedgeroth, aka Hadagrim, with some golden axe in approximately 45 minutes.
Might be a little bit sooner.
Might be a little bit sooner, but stick around and do some words and use those brain cells. So, we will be back very, very shortly. Everybody, can you please join me in giving a big GG and a massive hype to hamfruitcake?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Thank you very much, Hammy. Thank you very much, everybody, for sticking around and watching the stream. Obviously, we can't do this without you guys, so thank you very much for sticking around. And we will be back shortly. And here are those words that I promised when I can find my cursor and do the thing. So,
The problem with having so many screens.
Yeah.
Where's the cursor?
see you in a bit, guys.